It begins not with an echo, but with a reflection. In the thin pre-dawn light, Mount Kailash rises like a polished monolith, its four faces sharp as obsidian blades, its summit wreathed in an otherworldly mist. Before any foot touches its slopes, you feel it, a weight in the air, as if time itself hesitates at the mountain's threshold. They tried to conquer it, to pin their flags into its snow. They heard legends, but dismissed them as regional folklore. Yet every expedition, save one, ended in failure or worse, in irreversible change. Those who approached the summit reported that their hair and nails grew twice as fast. Wrinkles bloomed across faces like frost patterns on glass. A handful aged decades in the span of days, and some never returned at all. The year 2001 marked the final turning point. A Chinese-sponsored climbing permit was abruptly revoked. Officials cited cultural and spiritual concerns, but whispers claimed they saw something no human was meant to see. Ever since, Mount Kailash has worn its silence like armor. Welcome to humanity's mirror in stone. From the vantage of low Earth orbit, Kailash is no mere mountain. It is a cosmic diagram. NASA satellites have captured imagery showing its four ridges aligning almost perfectly with the cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west. Survey aircraft detected electromagnetic anomalies pulsing from each face, as if the mountain were a colossal crystal resonating with an invisible frequency. Imagine drawing a perfect square on the globe, then raising the center vertex until it pierces the sky. That is Kailash. On one side, the light of dawn spills down in a flawless triangular face. On another, the shadows of dusk cling like ink. Legend holds that ancient architects, priests armed with sacred geometry, sculpted each ridge to channel Earth's subtle energies. Local Tibetan nomads speak of a heartbeat beneath the surface. Late at night, they say, powerful hums echo through the valleys, a low, rhythmic vibration that courses through the soles of your feet. It is not wind nor thunder, but something deeper, a planetary pulse activated by a mountain that refuses to be merely geological. Humanity has mapped the stars, split the atom, and walked on the moon. Yet Kailash remains an enigma. In our greatest triumphs, we celebrate conquering nature, but here, in the shadow of its crystalline faces, we learn humility. We become students before mystery, not masters. History's pages record over 7,000 ascents of Mount Everest. Yet on Kailash's icy precipices, only one name stands: Milarepa. Said to have meditated in a cave near Kailash for years, enduring blizzards and visions alike. Legend holds he circled the mountain 13 times on foot, each circumambulation a devotional act, not a mountaineering feat. Milarepa's summit was not a pole in the snow, but a state of mind. He stands as a testament to a different kind of conquest, one of the spirit rather than the flesh. After his time, neither monk nor mountaineer dared attempt the climb. A spiritual boundary, and later a political one, sealed its fate. Everest yields to pickaxe and will, but Kailash succumbs only to surrender. They say time moves at its own pace, until you stand beneath Mount Kailash. Beneath its colossal geometry, explorers have reported what can only be described as temporal distortion. What normally unfolds over weeks and months, hair growth, nail lengthening, subtle changes in skin tone, occurs in hours. Faces bloom with lines as if decades compressed into twilight hours. The few brave enough to circumnavigate Kailash's base speak of waking each morning to find themselves visibly older. Siberian geologists, 1973. After 3 days at 5,000 meters elevation, team members found their nails lengthened by millimeters overnight. Even more unsettling was the rash of fine wrinkles around their brows, a phenomenon no altitude sickness study could explain. Tibetan nomads, ancient herders, warn that those who linger too long will see their reflections in the high-altitude springs appear as elders. Local lore holds that time there doesn't pass forward, it lapses sideways, circling back on itself. A 2015 journalist chronicled that after standing in Kailash's shadow for a single hour, her smartwatch recorded heart rate variability, consistent with someone 30 years her senior. Geophysical surveys have picked up irregular magnetic fields around the peak. Some scientists theorize that resonant frequencies distort biological clocks, tricking cells into rapid mitosis. Kailash may act as a natural amplifier for high-energy particles. Increased radiation exposure can hasten cell mutation, leading to premature aging. The mountain's mythic aura can induce powerful stress responses. Heightened cortisol and adrenaline levels accelerate visible signs of aging and fatigue. Humanity has always measured time by sunrises, revolutions. In 1999, the Russian ophthalmologist and author Ernst Moldashev assembled a multidisciplinary team to probe Kailash's secrets. Not satisfied with folklore, he brought geologists, historians, linguists, and a cadre of Tibetan lamas fluent in ancient Bon rituals. Their mission? Nestled at 5,200 meters, the camp was ringed by prayer flags, fluttering in ultraviolet-rich winds. GPS units sputtered erratically, compasses spun without settling. Scientific equipment. Ground-penetrating radar promised to sketch subterranean contours, while magnetometers sought to map the mountain's hidden fields. A senior lama performed daily pujas, ritual blessings, to pacify local deities. Each sunrise began with chants in a language older than written Tibetan. Radar scans revealed the mountain's core as a near-perfect tetrahedral structure. Moldashev posited that ancient architects, masters of Aloic, energy-shaping rites, reshaped natural rock into a cosmic pyramid, an amplifier of Earth's subtle forces. Hollow chambers and echoes. Late one night, the team recorded low-frequency whispers inside the mountain. Not echoes of wind, but voices, fragmented and urgent, as if emanating from vast chambers. Crackling audio captured what sounded like multiple speakers, whispering phrases in archaic dialects. Falling stones in silence. Cameras caught pebbles dislodging from a sheer wall, yet the usual thud was absent. Instead, a hollow clinking echoed as though the stone tumbled through airless space. Team members journaled that their bodies reacted as if exposed to hypergravity. Within 48 hours, several reported hair and nails extended by centimeters, an effect confirmed by photographic time-lapse. Lamas described lucid dreams of subterranean cities guarded by sentient silhouettes of light. These visions persisted even when awake, leaving witnesses with altered depth perception and a sense of knowing more than memory could hold. Here stands humanity, armed with radar, cameras, and chants, attempting to unravel a fortress built by hands lost to antiquity. Storms can barrage the plateau without warning, leaving pilgrims stranded in snowdrifts. Monks urge travelers to abandon ego. No selfies, no prideful boasting. They carry prayer wheels, spinning mantras to offset selfish intentions. At Darchin, the pilgrim town at Kailash's base, local guides, often former nomads, share whispered warnings. Do not speed the circuit. Walk with the mountain's breath. Hardened skin from biting winds, eyes glinting with inner light. Some speak of spontaneous visions, a turquoise city gleaming beneath the peak, or a face of benevolence gazing through swirling clouds. Chroniclers note pilgrim diaries, filling with poetry rather than prose, as if the mountain's muse rewrote their hearts. Modernity equips us with satellite maps and thermal wear, yet we rediscover vulnerability on Kailash's tundra. Our digital noise falls silent before the crunch of snow under bare boots. In embracing hardship, we reclaim the primal link between flesh and spirit, proving that true pilgrimage demands sacrifice, not convenience. Human history is a ledger of feats, bridges spanned, planets landed upon, diseases conquered, yet Kailash defies the ledger. Mountaineers petitioned China's government as recently as 2018. Equipment deployed, ropes staged, only to be told, this summit is off limits. The same determination that propelled humanity to Everest's apex here is met with silence. No Sherpa footprints, no aluminum ladder, no oxygen canister markers disturb Kailash's ridge. Instead, a 12th century vow endures. No mortal shall subdue the Lord of the Paradise. Our species thrives on firsts and records. Yet Kailash teaches a rarer virtue, restraint. In a single refusal, we learn that not all frontiers seek to be claimed. Some thresholds exist to remind us we are guests, not masters, in the teller's grand tale. We end where we began, At the silent edge of the forbidden summit, we stand, flags unplanted, ropes unstrung, before a mountain that holds fast its mysteries. In Kailash's mirrored faces, we glimpse our own reflection, driven, curious, but humbled. Kailash's gift to humanity. It is not a prize, but a teacher. It is not a challenge conquered, but a mystery embraced. It is not earth subdued, but spirit awakened. As we turn away, our footprints echo faintly in the snow, temporary marks on an eternal sculpture. We leave with no trophies, only stories. Stories of geometry that hum, of time that races and reels, of faiths that converge on a single peak, of hearts that learn humility. Mount Kailash does not compel us to climb. It compels us to listen. And in that listening, we discover what it means to be truly human, not to conquer the cosmos, but to bow before its wonders. Thank you for journeying through the Forbidden Summit.